Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Al, and patch 10.0.7 is finally upon us, bringing with it a new zone filled with rares and treasures, as well as new heritage sets for orcs and humans, new alt-friendly gear catch-ups, UI improvements, profession updates, and much more. One of the biggest aspects of 10.0.7 focused on improving a wide variety of our classes, attempted to assist many specs which have recently found themselves underperforming. Recently, I've been getting messages from you guys asking me what class should you be playing for the patch 10.0.7 as a potential alt to explore, or possibly even a brand new main as we head into the patch 10.1 later this summer. In this video, I wanted to highlight some of the class specs which have seen the biggest improvements during the development of the patch 10.0.1. Focusing on the underdog class specs, which has seen drastic improvements thanks to the newest updates, in case you're looking to pick up some of these newly improved playstyles. But right before we get into this class list, most of you guys watch these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future Dragonflight builds. The first class to see significant improvements is the Hunter, which has gained quite a bit of power in the most recent Dragonflight update. One of the main goals of patch 10.0.7 was to improve the base power of the Hunter spec, which has recently grown super reliant on a rare weapon, which comes from the Vault of the Incarnate's raid. This bow helped increase your auto attack speed, which plays well into the Beast Mastery playstyle, but the weapon also had other unintentional secret effects. The main combat benefit was meant to apply to the hunter who wields this bow, but certain combat pets like dire beasts, which can be summoned through active and passive talents, could also benefit from this bow's combat effects. This meant that this bow gave you a massive advantage over every other hunter, which became a must-have item if you wanted to retain any competitive value at endgame content. Since 10.0.7, the power of this rare bow has been pulled back a notch and injected back into the Beast Master, increasing the effectiveness of their pets, barb shots, cobra stings, and even the ferocity at which their pets cleave in AoE. This change has opened doors to many new hunter players, as Beast Mastery became the more dominant hunter spec when it comes to raids, dungeons, and even PvP, capable of performing at a competitive level without being bogged down by a lack of specific equipment, which makes it a lot more approachable for any players looking to pick up a powerful DPS range spec in the patch 10.0.7. The next class to see a rise in popularity is the Warlock, with the spec of Affliction turning some heads with their insane early performance. And to be completely fair, the spec of Affliction was able to gain such an early lead during the few days of 10.0.7 because of bugs in the talent tree, which led to some interesting interactions. The talents meant to empower your pets were instead empowering the Warlock, while Seed of Corruption would echo additional damage unintentionally. While both of these bugs were present, Affliction Warlocks were simply outpacing every other class in the game. Since both of these issues have been fixed and the dust has settled a bit, the spec of Affliction still retains a fairly strong position when it comes to endgame performance, with many quality improvements like stronger capstone traits, better AoE damage from the summon Dark Glare, while maintaining a satisfying focus on single target priority damage through various corruptions and afflictions. Besides the improvements to the spec of Affliction, Demonology has gained new talents and gameplay options to help empower their pets, capable of easily adjusting to multiple situations. And the all-powerful spec of Destruction has only grown stronger through the addition of a few class talents implemented in patch 10.0.7, making Warlocks a perfect alt or a main if you're looking for a complete DPS package. The next class which saw significant gains is the Shaman, with a healing restoration spec seeing an inspiring early performance. The Restoration Shaman saw many of their most popular talents become baseline in patch 10.0.7, which allowed them to gain access to a ton of passive damage increases, leaving them free to spend their talent points on supporting their allies. This allowed shamans to explore their class tree more easily, capable on speccing into support skills which are only available to the shaman class, which provides them a unique advantage at endgame content. With base damage passives integrated directly into their playstyle, the Restoration spec talent tree can be specialized to heal just about any encounter. Restoration gains new interactions between their powerful totems, like Healing Tide and Mana Tide. They can transform these totems into powerful cooldowns, making them more reliable in group content. Restoration also gains a ton of support when it comes to Chain Heal playstyle, which in the past has been a somewhat inefficient and lackluster ability. Chain Heal can be cast more quickly with the PvP talent of the Tidebringer, which has recently made it over into the talent tree. Chain Heal can be further empowered through a variety of passive talent options, which can greatly increase its group output, giving Restorations the throughput they need in order to help the party escape the most dire of situations with ease. Finally, we have the class of Paladin, where the spec of Retribution has ultimately been revived, rising from the radiant ashes like a phoenix to claim its place among the melee DPS classes. Patch 10.07 meant big revamps for the class of Paladin, and an even bigger quality update for the spec of Retribution, which hoped to solve some of its underlying issues. First, while Retribution Paladins wear heavy-plated armor, at times they can feel less durable, especially outside of their trusty bubble to fall back on. Paladin's defense has been massively upgraded, gaining new passive bonuses in the class tree. The spec has natively gained access to Divine Protection, which helps dampen harm in unexpected situations. The talent of Shield of Vengeance can be picked up separately and used alongside Divine Protection. Both Vengeance and Protection can be further augmented to be even more effective, which makes Retribution a safer choice when it comes to combat situations. The Paladin playstyle has seen a ton of new changes. First, base abilities like Crusader Strike, Judgment, and Blades of Justice can be further modified to support new gameplay choices, with better AoE effectiveness or resource generation, which can help create a much smoother playstyle flow. Second, Paladin's wings are now a 1-minute cooldown. You can still upgrade it back to a 2-minute using Crusade, but the shorter downtime gives you more flexible profile. Previously, Paladins had to plan their damage around their Avenging Wrath wings, becoming incredibly powerful while the buff is active, but losing a majority of their steam once the Avenging Blessing has faded. This change allows them the flexibility around using their cooldowns to be more effective more often. Third, Paladins gained a lot of creative new talents, which can lead to some interesting build variety, as the spec can embrace its warrior side, becoming a true arbiter of justice who smites their foes with Holy Strike damage, or become a ranged hybrid playstyle who can chip away at their enemies from afar, which can be useful in PvP encounters. Paladins can also empower their radiant damage to pierce through enemies' armor, and even dismantle their foes through a sustained punishment as they burn their enemies to ash. Overall, the spec of Retribution has been the resurgence the class of Paladin needed, with so many happily picking up Paladin yet again, or even for the very first time. If you ever wanted to try out this holy crusading warrior, then patch 10.07 rework might be the perfect time to dive right in and see if this new version of Retribution is the perfect fit for you. And that's going to be the full list of classes which have seen some of the biggest improvements so far in the patch 10.07. I want to thank all of you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you currently interested in any of the classes highlighted in today's video as a potential future ult, or maybe even as a brand new main? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or discuss with the other members of the community what you think about the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.